Good morning. Today is January 31st. We are on day 31 of our devotional 365. And today is titled Gentleness That Defies. We are in the book of Titus, chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. Remind the people to be subject to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready to do whatever is good, to slander no one, to be peaceful and considerate, and to always be gentle towards everyone. Gentle Father, your patience and tenderness are so much more than I deserve. I know you wish me to behave with the gentleness you show to me. I want to. And when everything is going well, my responses are often tender and understanding. When the pressure is on, though, I can be short-tempered, impatient, and harsh at times. Show me this tendency as soon as it awakens, Lord, so I can call upon your gentle spirit to respond on my behalf. Fill me with a gentleness that defies my circumstances, so I can reflect your loving attitude no matter what comes my way. I feel like if you're a parent, this speaks to you, because I know that whenever I'm dealing with my children, if they are listening and obeying, it's so much easier to be cool, calm, and collected. But the moment that they're not, they're rambunctious, they're not listening, they're bouncing off the walls, you've given them ample chances, that frustration and that impatience can creep in so fast. I have a trick to that works for me. It may not work for everyone, and it might sound silly, but it works for me. I get overwhelmed when my children are really loud and obnoxious. So, and I'm going to use children as the example here because it makes sense for me. I purchased, and I don't have them on hand where I'm sitting at my desk, but I purchased earplugs. And if I don't have my earplugs, I have my Beats. And I put it on noise canceling, right? Because what that does for me is it softens the noise. It cancels out all of the other crazy background noise. Like right now, my robot vacuum is going through the house, but when I put these on, I can't even hear it. So little things like that. But those little things can add up for me. That causes me to be easily heightened on annoyance or irritability, not necessarily irritability, but impatience and all of that towards my kids. And I've found that for myself, right? So if I put those in, it drowns out some of that noise, and I can focus a little bit more on speaking to my kids or speaking to others for that matter. And I'm a lot more soft-spoken. I'm not harsh with my words. I'm not as loud. Because I can't necessarily hear how I'm sounding, because everything sounds a little bit quieter. Everything's quieted down, so that whenever I'm speaking softer, I'm speaking quieter, and it comes across a lot more cool, calm, and collected. Whereas if I didn't have that in some instances, it's like being in a really loud room or something, and you're trying to talk loud because you're trying to talk over everything, and you're getting louder, which makes you seem like you're more frustrated. But the truth of the matter is you're talking over the TV, you're talking over kid number one, as you're trying to talk to kid number two, or all of that. So if you struggle with things to that nature, try that. You can get earplugs and they're called loops. I think that's what it's called. But there's a setting on there too, or you can do like earplugs if you don't have things like this, like headphones or earbuds, which these work perfect. I'm just saying, there are options out there that you can use, and I use those options because I know that for myself. I know my triggers. I know how to control them. Can I always control them? No, I'm human. But I make strides to do so. And I think that that's what this is telling, what this basically says is to try and be a little bit more gentle on your approaches. That way you're meeting someone here. If they're here, you're down here, it's going to be either a balancing act or you're going to bring them down here. But if you're meeting them up here, it only seems like you're being a little bit confrontational too. So try that. Today concludes January's devotional. We did 1 month, so if you have been sticking with me, thank you. I'm proud of you. And I will see you tomorrow for February 1st. Have a good day. Happy Friday.